Jackie Jones with the Art of Transition podcast. You see what it is. You see what's happening. I got a special guest here sitting on my brown couch today. You know how we start off. We usually, let our guests introduce themselves. This man, I don't know what to say about this man. He got to tell y'all himself.
Big Rube, Dungeon family, you know what I'm saying? Atlanta, Southwest Atlanta strong. Most people in my age range will probably know me from Outkast and, Goody Mob and Dungeon family and stuff, and a little bit younger than that. You might know me from Future. A little bit younger than that, you might know me for like Offset and stuff. I try to stay relevant. I don't really age discriminate, so you know what I'm saying? Everybody think I'm their age, no matter how old they are.
You can relate, man. Our conversations are just so in depth and inspiring. It's like you're somebody who can relate to everybody. You can touch each and every age group. So that really says a lot about who you are.
Well, I kind of, like, not in an arrogant way, but I pride myself on my ability to communicate. It's like it's frustrating to feel like you communicated an idea or a concept with somebody really well, but then they act like you like, come on, man. I mean, I know I went out of my way to, like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like some people just not receiving, but I try to make whatever I'm doing as easy to receive as possible. For the most part, ain't nobody perfect. I get mad, then this shit ain't gonna be easy to receive, but it's gonna be simple. But you're not gonna want to receive it. But that's somebody have to push me a long way for all that type of shit, or it'd be this major disrespect. But for the most part, I try to example like used to be in the dungeon and shit. And, he's 13, 14, 15, 16 motherfuckers. It's gonna be some arguments and shit, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So like, I'd be sitting there chilling, watch TV. Like TV was up there, like me and Ruben watch TV and shit. I sit on the sofa. They cross. I'm like, man, y'all not even disagreeing. It's a misunderstanding. Both of y'all believe the same thing. He's saying this, you saying this in a different way because you slum, and then he think you goddamn bucking on him. Y'all motherfuckers agreeing with each other. Yeah. And they be like, okay, yeah, quit fucking arguing over agreement. I'm trying to watch TV. But it's like, because I'll try to, how when you're in high school you have to take a debate. Yeah. And they don't give a fuck what you believe. Right? They don't give a fuck what you believe. They tell you you're for and you're against. And you have to be able to make an argument either way. You know what I'm saying? Slick teachers will switch you up right quick. As a matter of fact, you just argue, you know what I'm saying? So they just try to see your skills at communicating an idea. You don't have to actually believe it. But most of the shit I say I believe, unless I'm talking to the police trying not to go to jail. But other than that, I got this saying where I say I never lie and rap at the same time. Like, so if it's a verse, it's true. You believe them shits.
That's rare.
Yeah.
That's
my
rare.
verses are true. You can goddamn research them. Ain't none of that shit not happened. How you come up with this? I ain't come up with nothing. That's how the shit was. I just might have took a little poetic artistic licensing and made it entertaining or made it slick in the way I talk, but the shit be, inspired by something, you know what I'm saying, that's really like, directly related to it for the most part. And that's how I relate, because I take, if an artist hit me up and say, yo, this is what, because I always make them talk to me on the phone, because, so I can get a feel for them.
Right, exactly.
This is what it is, and let me hear a few of his joints. I keep dropping the blunt.
Don't worry about it.
Because I'm fucking acting like Trump over here talking with my hands and shit. But, yeah, so once I figure out what the subject matter is going to be, and then I just, put it in, whatever I feel fits it. You know what I'm saying? Like my style, the style of the music, and then what it's talking about. So, basically, it's just going to obviously have to be something that I can get with as far as the subject matter. And then, basically, it's like, I'm going to win the race, just tell me what lane to drive in. It's like that.
I think that, talking about relevance is really important, that you always make the truth relevant and you talk on the truth a lot. You really believe on, like,
the truth is relevant. Talking the truth not be relevant. It's always relevant. I don't make it relevant. I might make it apparent. Like, because a lot of motherfuckers like sweep shit under the rug. I'd rather, like, sweep that shit up, put it in the trash, take the rug outside and beat the fucking rug until it's clean. The fuck I want to make, the other side of the goddamn rug dirty for? Because I'm going to tell you about me. I'd be like, say you was coming over, you fine, so you be coming on my house and shit. I made this shit look good as fuck in about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I ain't cleaned that shit up too much. But I know it's dirty, so the whole time I'm sitting there like, man. So now I gotta clean shit up for real when she leave, because like, it's half-assed.
Mm-hmm.
My homeboy, you be like, God damn, you clean the shit up fast. I said, I ain't cleaned up shit, nigga. But when the girl leave, I'm gonna actually clean it up, because you did need to clean it up. But you know, it's like, it's still there.
Yeah.
You just don't see it. So the truth is there. You know what I'm saying? If you look a little closer, you'll find it. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes they just try to hide the truth, but you can't get rid of it. You can't erase it.
True.
It's like on Pulp Fiction when dude was like, anything wrong with this car? He's like, nah. He's like, yeah, don't fucking, I get out there and find out the brakes don't work. You know what I'm saying? Nah. Except for the motherfucking brains in the back, it's tip top. So he was like, okay, well, it ain't got to be perfect as long as motherfucker don't look too close. The actual crux of the matter is the least common denominator. It's about power.
People don't talk about that.
Power is when you say something and shit happen. Niggas start moving. Like you got a fucking more control in your hand. It ain't got nothing to do with money. Money is a tool.
Yes.
That they use to exert, maintain, attain, and keep power. But that's just because, you know, they get in your brain. Yeah. It's a fucking piece of paper. What make it worth more than the other fucking piece? It's a fucking piece of paper with a number wrote on it.
It's what people believe.
It's because they made an agreement a long time ago. Say, yo, this represents your share in the country. So you know what I'm saying? Bullshit. Because guess what? If gold $1,900 an ounce, the goddamn dollar ain't worth no motherfucking dollar.
You preaching today.
That's the reason prices change. It's not the fucking price that's changed, it's the value of your dollar. So you go back to 1970, and a motherfucker can get a gallon of gas for 60 cents or whatever it was before they had the gas crisis. Yeah, but the nigga rent one be like $80.
Yeah, super cheap.
So yeah, your rent $800 if you lucky, $1,000. So get what? Yeah, the gas got down $5, $6, motherfucker. The fucking shit went up 10 times.
Yeah, even like the price going to school.
Price of living went up 10 times, but the motherfucking the cost of living went up 10 times. But your fucking you know, the raises, the pay raises don't match the acceleration rate. So it's what you call a non-sustainable model. You know what I'm saying? It's like America. It's like not just America, but any industrial. It's a theory that says, and don't quote me on this, y'all motherfuckers Google this shit. You know what I'm talking about? If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, Google this shit. How long can a industrial level society last? Now that means from about late 1800s, right? Is when we industrial revolution, right? Okay. The motherfuckers started factories and making shit, you know, cars and shit like that. Okay, they burning fossil fuel. The earth don't make fossil fuel. That's dinosaur fat, so that's limited. Then, okay, methane and all that shit. Okay, that's dangerous. Plus, you fucking net of water on fire. Then you're gonna get coal. Okay, that's fine, but that's dirty. Eventually, they say, oh, electricity. After you know already fucked everything up, but this is the problem. The first car engine was electric.
I never knew that.
Off the rip. They never had to go to gasoline in the first place.
I never knew that.
But get what? If I got like in my garage about 400 shirts that are supposed to be for dudes, but they kind of made a mistake and made them look like some girl shirts, and it come out and niggas start, well, I'm gonna promote that shit. Yeah, that shit look fresh. Yeah. Because I can sell these motherfucking shirts. I'm stuck with a bunch of bitch ass shirts that I ain't finna wear. That I supposed to sold, but now no nigga don't want to wear them, so I gotta make a nigga want to wear them. So I'm gonna pub, you know what I'm saying?
Let's talk about transition.
Fuck, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't been telling that. I'm like, boy, that shit fire, boy. They all love these shirts. You know what I'm saying?
Because you gotta sell it.
Give me $10. You know what I'm saying? I gotta sell it. Because I'm stuck with it. Yeah. So, shit like, you got oil companies and all that shit. You need to sell that shit. You ain't gonna have so much Vaseline and goddamn, you know, and KY. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get up off this shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, get what? You can make a car engine combustible, just like, you know how they had, like, the idea come from, like, if you see like the steamboats and the steam, you know, like trains. Train ran on steam. They shove coal in there, make a fire, make the steam, make a piston. They said we just gotta do it like that. So they use gasoline. So your car run off a bunch of miniature explosions. But the problem with that is it's a lot of waste and all the rest of that shit. But the first car motor was electric. But this is how they fucked the nigga up. Number one, a lot of people didn't trust electricity back then because they were scared of it. Number two, They was like, nah, but that shit's slow. It's not powerful. The gas engine is powerful, which was kind of true in a up under the rug kind of way. When I come out that rug, in a swept under the rug kind of way, yeah, more powerful than the ones that we know about. But over 100 years ago, almost, it may have been over 100 years. Nikola Tesla made an electric car engine that went almost 100 miles per hour. The gas car didn't go. Got that 1930 machine gun Kelly car didn't go 100 miles per hour.
Every time I talk to you, I learn something new. Every single time. I don't care if it's for 1 minute. I don't care if it's for 30 minutes. Like, I learned something new.
I'll tell you something. Asshole shit on you. Trump shit on you. Thomas Edison shit on you. I'm going to tell you why. Edison couldn't make up a bed. That motherfucker wasn't no scientist. He's a businessman. Which is why he came with the light company. You know, when you pay your fucking lights, it's his fault. Tesla said, fuck that, nigga. I got safe ass electricity. Wireless. You don't have to do this ugly ass shit. Wireless, nigga. Wireless. For free. When he said for free, they were like, hold up, Playboy.
Yeah.
That was it. Now, see, you had us until you said for free. Nigga, it's a meeting with, like, you know, big ass corporation shit, how they can, you know, get power to the whole world. He's like, I'm gonna give it, you know, give power to the whole world, motherfucker. This shit is like everywhere. Like, you don't have to. Nah. What you was saying now, Tom? I was saying we get paid all this shit. And we don't use the goddamn shit. He talking about use my shit, direct current. Fuck all negative current. No, nigga, fuck direct current. Number one is direct current. He call his shit dangerous. That shit blow your head off. Number two, it go about this far before it loses. See, you got when you put electricity through a wire got what they call resistance. Rubber got a lot of resistance. Metal doesn't. So it let electricity flow. You wrap it with rubber so the shit don't shock you because rubber got a lot of resistance. Okay, the resistance weakens the electricity. That's why longer cords have to be thicker because a long cord, you know, can't burn up. If you make a long, like, see how long that cord is? If this was back in the day or something, it'd be way thicker than that. But you know the iPhone cord about this long?
Yes.
That shit's skinny as hell. If they make it long, gotta be thick.
True.
Yeah, it don't be dirty minded. But you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about fucking electric cord.
Yes.
But nah, for real though, like, it's the way electricity works, but with direct current, you know, I just say DC, get the little block, you plug that shit in. It be for like little shit. You ever notice that? You can't run shit out no direct current. A fucking a phone charger, you know, old school, you put that shit, a fucking a Walkman or alarm clock.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Simple stuff.
Because when you make it go far, it lose power. So you had to have a fucking power station every fucking almost like every fucking house had, you know, so he wanted power lines shit everywhere. Nikola Tesla was like, bro, we can just put a couple power stations in each town and it'll make a big ass web of alternating current, fucking, you know what I'm saying, safe. It's not gonna kill you. You think I'm lying? You ever watch TV and you see them motherfucking magician shit and it'd be a big ass silver thing and they'd be throwing a whole bunch of electricity off and then they'll be touching it and making electricity art like they're catching lightning. That's called a Tesla coil because that's what he was talking about using.
Oh, you're talking about Tesla coils.
That's what it's called, Tesla coil.
Wow.
How come he can send thousands and thousands of volts of electricity through your ass and don't kill you? Because it ain't the volts that kill you, it's the amps. That's what niggas don't be knowing. And you gotta amp up DC way more than AC to get it go anywhere. So when they hit your ass, you getting hit with thousands of watts.
We in physics.
Not volts. That's what niggas don't understand. Lightning murk your ass because it's over 1,000 gigawatts. I'm sorry, 1,000 watts. So it's like a million watts. So it's like a gigawatt. You know what I'm saying? A gigawatt and a half. Now you got hot lightning and you got cold lightning.
How do you know this?
That's what I just remember. Hot lightning lasts for about 1,000th of a second longer than cold lightning. It's the same exact temperature, moving the same exact speed as light. But you don't survive a strike from no lightning bolt. Niggas don't get hit by lightning. You get hit by lightning. The lightning bolt be way the fuck over there and it arc off. And you get shocked by the static out of that shit. But lightning bolt hits you, you explode, period. There ain't no making it through that. Because fucking temperature of the surface of the sun is all the blood in your body. Ain't no gonna be no hole. Every fucking liquid in your body will boil instantaneously, which means your eyeballs gonna pop out, your head gonna explode, your veins gonna explode, you're gonna burst. So niggas be talking about you ain't get hit by lightning, nigga. You know what I'm saying? That shit was like when you rub your socks, you know what I'm saying? It blow you out your shoe. A lightning bolt hit you.
Yeah.
That shit, you know what I'm saying? People don't understand. So it's like, my point being, yeah, electricity is dangerous. In nature or whatever, electricity is dangerous if you know, don't know what the fuck you're doing because you're not really a scientist.
Mm.
But Nikola Tesla was a fucking genius, period. Maybe the greatest man that ever walked the face of the earth. They discredited the man. Made him look like he was crazy, took him down.
Mm. So
you pay your fucking light bill. Tesla said, one day there'll be some type of device you can have in your pocket you'll be able to communicate with anybody in the world with.
Mm.
And it won't have no fucking wire on it. He said that shit before they even had one with a wire.
Look at this.
Now, John DeLorean, he made a car that don't tear up. It's stainless steel, so you don't paint it. They were like, bro, what the fuck wrong with you? You make shit don't tear up.
We need to make some money.
Wait, man, we made way more money on parts than a car. Why you think we selling it to the niggas so cheap?
Yeah.
So I can tell nigga buy parts.
Yeah. Don't I know
We
it?
know when it's gonna tear up. The warranty for 3 years is gonna tear up in 3 years and a month. We make it like that.
Bro, Audi just told
Your shit
me.
made out of steel. It doesn't have paint on it. It can't rust. It don't tear up. Why it don't tear up, folks? Because I made it not tear up, nigga. What's wrong with you? So, meet us at the hotel. Okay, cool. They sit down. He thought he gonna talk to him, man, because you know DeLoreans are rare because they ain't make that many of them. It's a boutique car.
Mm-hmm.
He think he going to a meeting about some business. He sit down. Dude put a bag down like that right. He said, what the fuck is that? Freeze! FBI! Locked his ass up for cocaine. That nigga literally said, what the fuck is, what's that? He didn't say, you got the dope, none of that, no money, nothing. This nigga sitting in there ready to talk about real business. It's on tape and everything. It's still like, look, police busted in and said, freeze. He was like, what? Before they busted in, what the hell is that? Freeze.
The setup.
You think you just gonna make shit don't say up niggas Ford, GM, Chrysler? Nigga, please.
Audi told me
I'm saying.
my car was gonna cost $6K to fix. I said, what? I'm like, y'all give me my keys back.
Right. And then guess what? In the mail, you got some information about trading your car in on a new Audi.
Yeah,
I know you did.
that's how I go.
Because they was like, yeah, we'll charge $6,000. You can get it, but you can pay that $6,000, get a whole new Audi. We'll give you $6,000, we'll trade this shit in. Instead of paying $6,000, we'll give you $6,000. Not giving me $6,000, you're knocking $6,000 off some shit that was overcharged by $40,000 anyway. The shit cost $50,000. It cost y'all $3 to make it, and you're gonna charge me $70,000?
That's what they do.
Goddamn, the shit say 50. Yeah, but you get it fully loaded. No, I'm not. I didn't say that. I don't even want the shit for the 40.
I just paid it.
I can't afford that. Yes, you can. You can manage. You take your old car and blah, 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 and we can get it down to... I could kind of pay that shit here for fuck it.
Yeah.
Bam. Chain. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Economic chain. Got your ass because you need them, you need shit.
Yeah.
It's just like a dog, you know what I'm saying? Take a dog and put his ass outside with some wolves and shit, it'll be over with, man. That motherfucker can't make it without us because we made him. God ain't never made a dog before in his whole fucking existence, not on earth. God made wolves. Every dog come from wolves.
Yep. That's for sure.
Just like God made niggas and everybody else come from niggas. It ain't like we ain't the same, but I mean, shit, you know, steak is a little bit more pure than hamburger, period. But you gotta have steak. Hamburger come from steak, though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But ain't now one of them niggas the original cow. So you know what I'm saying? Because we all come from somewhere, but we got DNA in common with the tree. But there's also shit that you can't explain, so you know what I'm saying? Like, whatever. The reason to learn something and have knowledge is so that you can use it to your advantage. As in, like, I'm not learning shit so I can use it against people. I'm learning shit so I can use it for me. So it's like, if I learn that it's some bullshit, that helps me. I know that's bullshit now. It makes sense. Now, you never did, now I do. It's bullshit. Because guess what? It don't fucking matter what color your skin is and shit when you're the closest related fucking complex organism on the whole entire planet. If you ain't like single cell, microscopic organism, human beings are more closely related than any other fucking like mammal or bird or anything.
Yeah.
Two chimps from two different sides of Africa are less related to each other than any one human being on the earth, period. We all come from one bloodline. One. Technically everything, all life, trees and everything come from one life point, but we ain't gonna go back that far. We're gonna go to where we can understand Homo sapiens come from one Homo sapien bloodline, which means to be a human being, you cannot be further removed than I think it's like 50th cousin. Everybody cousins. You have to be cousins minimum to be in the same race or species.
We know that.
So, guess what? The reason Cro-Magnon died out is because they was another type of man. They couldn't make babies, but we were competing for the same shit. You had Cro-Magnon. This is at least the hypothesis based on evidence. Cro-Magnon was smarter than us, but they were much less aggressive. Neanderthal was dumber than us, but they were more aggressive, but dumber. We was like that Goldilocks zone of smart and aggressive. You know what I'm saying? Just smart enough to goddamn be able to keep up with Cro-Magnon, but still hard enough to keep Neanderthal in his fucking ass. He comes talking that shit. So like, but Neanderthal chromosome count was equal to ours. So we didn't kill them off. We just bred them into the Homo sapien race, which is where you get motherfuckers with red hair and freckles. And the reason, like how you say, I come up with these words, we wouldn't be able to talk to one from Neanderthal. We wouldn't have the equipment. Like, it's like chimpanzees and gorillas. They can fucking do sign language type on the computer. They understand that shit. They just don't have the fucking the equipment.
Yeah.
We got the equipment to be able to make the complex sound we make to have a real language like we have from Neanderthals because of the way that they hunted. They was from where it was a little bit more colder. So they use vocal, to hunt. They use their vocals. So they didn't, you know what I'm saying? Niggas, we didn't, Africa had to be quiet and shit, so niggas didn't really use vocals. We was like this. Like the military and shit.
When did you learn that your voice, you as a human being, was like powerful?
I don't know really. I just kind of rapped it first, and then if you heard tape me when I was young, shit sound funny as hell.
Really?
I mean, yeah, when I was like, real young, compared to that and shit, niggas sound like fucking, a kid, like, shit like that. But it's just funny, like, you know what I'm saying? So, I was on my cousin one day because they kept bugging me. And this is relevant to this shit too. My cousin Mark, my cousin Woodard, we grew up together. Motherfucker kept saying, write me a rap. At this time, I'm about 16, 17. I've been rapping since I was 12. I said, nigga, if you gonna rap, I said, real niggas write their own raps. You know what I'm saying? This was like 1987.
Okay.
88. I said, nigga, write their own rap. Fuck, I look like writing a rap for another nigga.
For you to go and recite.
Come on, man, come on. I said, okay. Now, mind you, I was 17. I'm just showing you how much the same nigga I was. I said, all right, I'll be right back and go to the car. Now, matter of fact, I said, all right, get the pen. Both of them niggas, they was like this. My cousin Mark is like, they like a year and a half younger than me, but we were way younger. So it was like, I was like 17. Mark might have been about 15 and a half, 16, but this nigga Woodard was like 12, 13. He said, how's this shit now? Motherfucking, he got like a thing where you do seminars and shit like that, and, teach wealth and stuff. He doing real well for himself. But boy, when this nigga was 12, Jesus Christ, that motherfucker was just so aggravating. Like, we'd be riding and just bust out. I was like, man, you don't stop doing that bullshit, nigga. I ain't been driving for 5 minutes, my goddamn self. Start, this shit ain't funny, nigga. When we wrecking, your ass get thrown through goddamn. So, it was like that. We was real close like brothers.
Right.
So, they got their pens. I was like, write this down. Bitches on my mind. I can't hold back. Now's the time. Hold on. You ready? Bust a right nut, left nut in her jaw. I made a nigga right. All motherfucking 48 bars.
Wow.
And I said, all right, y'all practice that rap. I'll be right back. Went to the car. He got to take that jet got. Then my boy Wayne, who is Bone Crusher, we was in high school, told me, because him and this nigga named Willie used to DJ and talk about what mixed together. He said, hey man, you ain't never heard Born to Mac? I said, nah. By Too Short? Who the fuck is Too Short? Nigga, when you go to the store, it's a nigga standing in front of a red Cadillac. All right, check it out. I pulls that shit out the car. I goes back in there. I'm like, hey, man, let me see the radio. He's like, all right. I said, y'all keep rapping the raps. I turned that shit on. Bitch. Nigga started rapping. About halfway through the verse, nigga was like, that's why you write your own fucking raps.
It's like...
Too Short told you who Born to Mac. Cole said, yo, Too Short rap. I can do the same thing. Nigga. I say, what if I'd been selling you that rap? You went out to talking about you can rap. You went to a club, said Too Short rap. Fuck around, get your ass whooped, son.
Yeah, but
or just laughed at.
People might not know. They might not have heard that Too Short. Born to Mac.
Somebody heard it. Like Too Short.
Yeah. Yeah.
When a nigga get all goddamn like what Noize say, that's how you get Timberland up. I catch you in the motherfucking club saying my rhymes talking about your road. If you get your ass whooped, nigga, we're not gonna have no discussion. It's a certain point where, you know what I mean, that ain't, you know what I'm saying? Same way if I come to your, say you gotta have like a pickup truck or a tow truck do your job, I come to your house and steal it.
Yeah.
You gonna be pissed off.
Yeah. Yeah.
So why the fuck I can't be pissed off about you stealing my rhymes?
Oh, you can.
That's my shit.
Yeah.
It's way more my shit than your truck is, because I made my shit, nigga. You bought your shit. My shit was free from the cosmos for me. If it was for you, you would have wrote it. I catch you saying my shit and it ain't no goddamn hip-hop honors or a motherfucking I'm dead, nigga, or something, a comedy or something, but you walking around with one of y'all nigga Lil Walter. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
For real.
Let's talk. Let's talk.
You remember that shit? Lil Walter got his ass shot, the fake Lil Walter on motherfucking Cadillac. You ever seen Cadillac Records?
No, I mean, I saw Cadillac Records, but I don't remember that part.
You need to look at Cadillac Records again.
Okay, I'll look at it.
He got fucking shot because he was going around making money in clubs. Somebody was Lil Walter. And then he was whack. Nigga, you ain't even good as this nigga. Like, you going around making my shit look crazy. But you using my name to make money. Off the same shit I use my name to make money for. Yeah, beat your ass, nigga. What you talking about?
Yeah.
You lucky.
How did you
Nigga,
decide
lucky
that?
ain't dead when Jay-Z stabbed there. He probably got stabbed, nigga. He supposed to shot your monkey ass. What you talking about? Bootlegging the man shit, and he just getting to a point where, you know what I'm saying, it's like, this nigga shit hot. You gonna down for the goddamn sell millions of my records without me, nigga? Yeah, he stabbed him. That was what was handy. I would've shot him. Don't worry about that shit no more. I pop his ass right in the motherfucking forehead, right the fuck down. I don't give a fuck. Like goddamn Denzel Washington. What? Nobody see shit? Start back easy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't have been that drastic, but it basically would have been that drastic, because you ain't finna just motherfucking do it like that, folks. They take me to lunch, nigga, please.
How do you feel like you transitioned from rapping to like actually selling your raps? Like, who heard you, or did somebody hear you, or did you finally say, okay, all right, niggas, here, you can have this verse?
No,
how did you transition to actually people hearing you?
Well, back then, we used to just, when you first started rapping, or when I first started rapping, I rapped like 3 years before I ever even wrote some shit down. So like, you know, niggas was used to freestyling and battle rapping. By the time I got like 15, I felt like, you know, I was decent enough to, you know, like I had figured out the concept of actually making, you know, I'm listening to music, of making a verse and then a hook and then a verse. You know, I knew that when I was 15, 16, I knew you both have a verse and a hook and a verse, you know what I'm saying? I'm listening to shit, LL and all that shit. Them niggas write a verse that short, and then they say a hook. Just like I said, this shit just like singing songs, it's just, you know, you rapping.
Yeah. It's
the same shit. But you rapping your shit. You know what I'm saying? Instead of, you know, you saying it a different way. So we used to just sit around and rap all the time, like at school and shit. So niggas knew I could rap and draw. Nigga, he can rap, he can draw. Everybody know that. He can draw, he can rap, he can, you know what I'm saying? So we be out there like goddamn, you know, just beating on the coke machine during lunch and motherfucker beating on the tables and you know what I'm saying?
Anything.
And then we busting, you know what I'm saying? So eventually, just through a matter of just situation of where we lived at, you know what I'm saying? I met niggas like Cool Breeze. He went to the same school as me. Rico went to the same school as me. Half of the niggas done from me went to the same school as me or knew some niggas that I knew. So it's like niggas just happened to kind of just hang in the same clubs and all that kind of stuff. We just hung together as friends. Niggas wouldn't even think about really doing music like that. I was gonna do music regardless. If I'd have never got a record deal, I'd still be doing this shit whether a nigga wanna hear it or not, I listen to it. But it was like you ain't having your mind about no rap record deal or nothing from Atlanta at that time. Cause it's like shit, even New York, you forget that shit. But eventually it became to the point where people was getting little chances to do little things. And you started getting a little eyeball coming down here in Atlanta, just a little bit of enough to say that we had a music industry. You had Dallas Austin, you had Jermaine Dupri.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You had niggas coming up, you know what I'm saying? So eventually I was like, you know what, man? Cause Sleepy was goddamn working with and Ray was working with this dude, Joe Karn. He's Gene Karn's son. You know what I mean? At that time, I ain't seen him in a long time, I'm pretty sure, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully he's doing all right and all that. But back then, I considered him to be a bitch ass nigga, so, you know what I'm saying? I was like, man, nigga pussy as fuck, man. How you gonna come over here all the time, nigga won't do a nigga no beat? And then, goddamn, you know what I'm saying? This shit really whack. So goddamn, I mean, he playing shit, but I was like, this shit, you know, really sound like rap shit. So Sleepy them was going over there, he had equipment and shit. And they had got some shit going. Ray was over there, Sleepy was over there. That's how we met Ray. And I don't know the exact way it went, but apparently, nigga, like when he was meeting people and stuff, he was taking credit for, say, Sleepy and Ray's work.
Ooh.
Or Sleepy work or whatever. He like, man, they took credit for my beat. I said, man, I've been telling you bitch ass nigga all the real, they won't go over there, but look, what do we need? For real, I don't go over there for that nigga. I don't need no beef with that nigga. You know what I'm saying? I was like, what do we need so that we don't have to fuck with him no more? I said just like that. I said, what do I need to do when we don't have to fuck with this nigga no more?
Resources. He
said, shit, they got a new beat machine called MPC. That shit so fire, we had one of them. I said, I'm gonna buy one Monday. Then he just started laughing. I'm like, well, he said, man, she got like $3,000. I said, I'm gonna buy one Monday. So.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah, 1989 is a lot of money. So I went and got down, had my mama get out there and get my last little bit of money out the bank that I done got down. I already done got down, spent it all, got down. I got a car, and as soon as I graduated, got down high school, I got locked up on robbery, aggravated assault. So that went to a lawyer, almost all of it. Had a couple of G left over. She let me out. I was like, fuck it, you know, shit. This shit right here can turn into something. She's like, all right. Because she knew Rico and shit. She you know, so she trust him shit. So I got down, bam, got the money. Monday, I pulled up at the dungeon. Like, what's up, y'all? Like, what's up, bro? Like, let go. Let go where? To get the goddamn money. I don't know. You know, I don't know where the shit is at. Where the fuck is Guitar Center? Where the fuck is Guitar Center? I ain't never heard that shit before. It wasn't even Guitar Center. It was like something. I don't know. But either way, we pulled up. He's like, there it is right there. And she was like, like on fucking Wu-Tang when he kept going there looking at SB12. You know Wu-Tang? He eventually tried to steal it and dude looked at him like, bro, put that shit back.
Come on, man.
Before the old man see you, nigga, you can't just steal that SB12 out the middle of the store. Fuck wrong with you? So anyway, we walked up on it, not stealing it, and the motherfucker can't help you. Yeah, motherfucker, you can give me one of these. That's the only one we got. Well, give me this one. For a discount. So he took a couple dollars off of it. And it was like, we got that shit to the crib. I had to take it and show my mama first so she might spend money on some bullshit.
Yes, sir.
And then we took that shit to the crib, hooked it up. First, just headphones. So they fucking with it. KP was one of the only niggas we knew that knew how to fuck with the MPC, fucking with it. Ray came over there, walked in like he invented the shit, did a beat and left. And got down. Woke up the next morning. Rico done went and bought motherfucking a mixer, speakers, everything. Cause I know how Rico is now anyway. In his mind, he was like, goddamn, niggas want to spend 3 stacks. Like, shit. I'm gonna goddamn invest in shit too, nigga, believe in it that much, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it was like, you know, I just said, don't say no ignorant ass shit, and we good.
You believed in yourself, you believed in your homeboy, and
Yeah,
y'all
I like ain't no nigga gonna do nothing for us, man. We gotta just do that shit, but we need to like not fuck with pussy niggas. That's all my thing. No pussy niggas and no ignorant ass raps.
Yeah.
They're my only 2 rules. No pussies, no ignorance.
How did you have the intuition to not fuck with Buddy though?
He was a whack ass nigga. He ain't fuck with whack nigga.
You already
like, man, he didn't want to really, you know what I'm saying, do no work. And nigga, nigga, to be honest with you, was working on a fucking Elysis in 1989. Fuck out of here, nigga. They ain't had no SB12. Shit whack as hell. So we done got to stay with our shit. MPC 60, MIDI processor center 60. For a beat machine we had. And, you know, so now I can't beat the shit come from. But my point is, I felt like one day sitting around like, man, this nigga can sing, this nigga can dance, y'all niggas be doing all that shit. I rap, he rap. You know what I'm saying? All the homeboys got together doing this shit. Let's just do we record some of this shit or something. The only reason I knew anything about that shit was because when I was younger, my mom got me a keyboard on a Yamaha. I had a Casio first, like everybody else. I had a real, like a Yamaha keyboard. And I knew it, and I ain't read now book or nothing, but I just found out some kind of way that when you push that bitch, it go beep, 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 beep. Every time you play, repeat. So I learned goddamn in about, Woodland turned to Tri-City. I learned about 10th grade that you could do that shit on the keyboard. So, you know, nigga playing Paid in Full and Girls by Beastie Boys, anything you can come up with. They like I can read music, but I can play like, you know, do.
You can play melody.
Make that shit motherfucking repeat. Then when you hit the drum, that shit repeat. So you got your shit going, then you can stand there and rap to it. Oh man, you can goddamn make this shit just keep going and stand there and rap to it, like, without goddamn, you know.
Yeah.
That's how the nigga be doing that shit. So I understood that concept, but it wasn't like, you know what I'm saying? And then, but when them niggas got them came together and started doing the beats and the shit started really turning into something, I was just like, shit, I could see it. I knew it was something. And that's just, you know what I'm saying, my roundabout way of saying that it's not that I know nothing more than nobody else or none of that shit. I ain't really even teaching the nigga. Nothing. I'm just like, look, man, you don't see that shit right now? I know you see it kind of, but you ain't really paying no attention to it. I just kind of try to get niggas for it's like okay, I'm a spotter. You have to work out and you have to have somebody stand right there. They don't have to lift the weight. They just need to be right there just in case you get a little back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You about to fall.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I ain't muscling you. I ain't being invasive or whatever. I'm not trying to tell you add me some shit. It did piss me off. But my point is, I'm just there to help you go the way you're going or trying to go. So when that extra motherfucker there trying to, because there's going to be niggas trying to distract you from going there.
Sure.
Well, everything is equal opposite reaction. It got to be somebody trying to undistract you. If it's niggas trying to fuck you up, it got to be somebody trying to help you. That's just, it's a law of the universe. If ain't nobody, nigga, don't nobody try. If ain't nobody helping nobody, then ain't nobody hurting nobody either. It's impossible to not help people if people is hurting people. You know, that's just the way our shit works. You think I'm lying, take your batteries out the remote and put them in backwards. Then try to turn the TV off. Put them in the same way and try to turn the TV off. No, nigga, one go that way, one go that way. They got to do it at the same time. Equal opposite or it don't flow. That's alternating current.